A king promises to find the murderer destroying his city, but every new clue brings the investigation closer to one impossible answer: himself. Years before our story begins, the city of Thebes was terrorized by the Sphinx, a monster that killed anyone who failed to solve her riddles. A wandering stranger named Oedipus answered her challenge, defeated the creature, and was awarded the throne for his brilliance. Now, years into his reign, a mysterious plague is ravaging the city. Desperate, Oedipus sends an envoy to the oracle at Delphi. The response is a chilling command. The plague is a divine punishment because the murder of the previous king, Laius, remains unsolved. To lift the curse, the killer must be found and driven from the city. Oedipus treats the search as a matter of state survival. He issues a public decree, cursing the unknown murderer and vowing to hunt them down. He commits the full power of his office to the search, unknowingly walking toward a trap he set for himself. The initial facts of the case are sparse. King Laius was traveling abroad years ago when he was reportedly ambushed and killed by a band of robbers at a distant crossroads. One survivor managed to escape, but no arrests were ever made. Looking for a breakthrough, Oedipus summons the one man who can see what the sighted cannot: Tiresias. Tiresias is a blind prophet, believed to possess a divine connection to truths that are hidden from the human eye. The questioning quickly turns aggressive. Pushed to the brink, Tiresias flatly accuses Oedipus of being the murderer. Oedipus scorns the accusation. As the man who saved the city once before, he assumes the prophet is part of a political plot intended to seize his throne. This moment exposes a massive vulnerability in his search. Oedipus is the most intelligent man in Thebes, yet his own confidence makes him the only person unable to treat himself as a suspect. Queen Jocasta attempts to calm him by offering proof that prophecies are unreliable. She notes that a seer once claimed King Laius would be killed by his own son, but instead, Laius was killed by foreign strangers where 3 roads meet. This detail triggers a memory. At a 3-way intersection, Oedipus violently killed a traveler over right-of-way. He was there because an oracle warned he would murder his parents. Fleeing Corinth to protect them, he unwittingly traveled directly toward that fatal encounter. A messenger arrives from Corinth with news that seems to break the prophecy. Oedipus's father has died of old age. But under questioning, the messenger reveals a devastating fact. The king of Corinth wasn't his biological father. Oedipus was an abandoned infant, given to the king as a gift. Every detail Oedipus gathers to clear his name is actually drawing the noose tighter. By successfully proving his father in Corinth is innocent, he is proving his own guilt in Thebes. Oedipus demands to know where the baby came from. The messenger admits he was once a shepherd. He received the infant from another man, a servant of King Laius, working on the desolate slopes of Mount Cithaeron. Jocasta realizes the truth instantly. Decades ago, she and Laius had a son. To prevent a prophecy, they ordered a servant to take the child to Mount Cithaeron and leave him there to die. Panicked, she begs Oedipus to end his search and stop asking questions. She pleads with him to let the mystery go and focus on the present, sensing that the answer will destroy their lives. Oedipus chooses the search over his wife's warnings. He believes he is on the verge of discovering his true identity, and his drive to solve the mystery overrides any fear of what he might find. Oedipus tracks down the last living link, the old servant. This is the man who was ordered to leave the royal baby on the mountain, and the sole survivor of the encounter at the crossroads. The terrified servant refuses to speak. He understands the truth will end the king's reign. Oedipus, desperate for the final answer, threatens the old man with execution if he continues to hide what he saw. The servant finally breaks. He admits he took pity on the infant and gave him away. The child was the son of Laius and Jocasta. The investigation is over. Oedipus is the son of the king he killed and the husband of his own mother. The path is now clear. The search for the killer is complete, and Oedipus realizes that the monster he has been hunting is himself. The violence happens out of sight. Unable to live with the reality, Jocasta takes her life. When Oedipus finds her, he strikes his own eyes with the pins from her robe, blinding himself to the world he has destroyed. He emerges from the palace defeated. True to the vow he made at the beginning of the investigation, he sentences himself to permanent exile, leaving his city behind to save it from the plague. Oedipus defeated the Sphinx's riddle, but the most dangerous mystery was the truth about himself. Was Oedipus destroyed by fate, or by refusing to stop when others warned him? Next time, Medea.